Okay, guys, good evening. This is JD coming to you on the Mobile Trader Network. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, 6:22 p.m. Central Time. I wanted to put in my bullish case for Merck, the stock Merck, the biotech pharmaceutical company, ticker symbol MRK. We made a bullish case for this back in September, I believe, and the focus was it, they're a conglomerate. They have, I mean, just basically the bullish case for Merck is they have a history of getting vaccines to the finish line. That's one of the main reasons that I hopped in. Well, that we placed Merck on our list, Maurice Jackson and I. But as we move forward right now, um, the COVID vaccines are coming to the table. I believe Pfizer, Moderna, Regeneron, Gilead, and Merck is probably one of the largest in market cap, and they have more than the basic irons in the fire. They have focus on cancer drugs. They have an extreme focus on HIV vaccines, Ebola. They were able to get it bring the Ebola vaccine to the forefront. So with that being said, let's kind of walk through what's going on with Merck. And let me share my screen over here. Let's put, there we go. And we should be here on Merck on Investors Business Daily. And then I'll go back to the chart and show the consolidation. But again, they have a large bankroll. The CEO mentioned, let's see what the CEO is. Ken, I think it's, should have had that up. I had it up. I can't, it's not pulling up like I wanted it. But here's the statement that we made. Merck has several irons in the COVID-19 vaccine fire, and they also bring a strong history of positive vaccine approvals to the table. Most recently, Ebola. Their CEO Ken Frazier stated that Merck will spare no expense when it comes to pushing a corona vaccine across the finish line. Um, it's a hybrid investment layout from the standpoint of they just boosted their dividend. Um, it's a long term buy and hold, but it's a speculative play. Remember this now in this field, but they have a larger moat than most. They're not banking solely on bringing a corona vaccine to the finish line. They have several other drugs and other uh, revenue streams. So, but that's the long term play. But over the short term, I want to talk to you about just things that this is a speculative play, a gut feel on my end. But I believe Merck is on the it's on the precipice of being the next one to come to market. Um, as we look, the accumulation and distribution isn't great on IBD, but it's still in the green. And if I move forward to that, I'm gonna there's a right here where it states Merck is pushing Merck stock is recovering from a late October dive, blah blah blah. But they're working on two coronavirus vaccines. They're pushing two of them to the forefront, which is big in my opinion. Um, let's see if I'm sharing the right screen with you guys. Right. And IBD, I mean, this is an opinion column, but it's trying to say, is it a buy? They're combining, and they matched up with Bill and Melinda Gates for their one of their, I think the HIV drug is, what is it? It's Latravir is in late stage trials right now, stage three. So there's some bullish things in line for I guess bullish items on the forefront for Merck. Now the next step is this: Warren Buffett on his most recent the Q313F. He added Merck. He added Merck, Pfizer, AbbVie, uh, Bristol Myers Squibb. So uh, Berkshire was going strong into this into the biotech. So Merck was one of them. I'm really, I think the dominoes are falling a little bit. I know we're going back into a stage right now of lockdowns in New York, Illinois, even portions of Texas, El Paso. The deaths are outrageous right now. Prayers to the families out there. But we're going to have a pullback, which we had today. We had to sell off. The market digested the vaccine euphoria of Pfizer and Moderna. But I believe we get a market pullback. There might be a lull. This may be the time to kind of research Merck a little bit more. And I want to show you the number of institutions that are holding Merck currently. It's at 76.13% number of institutions uh, held by institutions. So there's 3,289 institutions who hold Merck, and a lot of institutional buying, especially when you see that Berkshire Hathaway came in. But when I see BlackRock on the list, Vanguard, State Street, those are all key players, market moving players. Not to say that the stock price is going to go up like I'm saying, but the dominoes are lining up. Um, as we move forward, let me just do a comparison to Pfizer, who recently popped well, but they pulled back as also. Um, 3172 is the number of institutions holding them. 70% of shares held by institutional investors. All right, so that's out of the way. Got Merck, Warren Buffett. I just wanted to make sure. Now let's go to the charts, guys, and just kind of break that down. Okay, looking at a weekly chart on Thinkorswim. Got a little bit of a delay, a little lag on my screen. There we go. As I zoom in, soft bullish move on this now. It reached a level of resistance back. I mean, let's see, what are we, the weeks of a year ago. And then now Corona hit, breakout, and we kind of reached a peak in December of 2019. Corona coming back as we dig a little bit deeper. 1 week of consolidation after a sell off, double top, not a double top, but just kind of a peak, double bottom, found support right in here, a push off. Now, if I dig a little deeper and go into the daily, we're seeing a lot, just a strong period of like it's range bound consolidation, buying and selling pressure on similar planes right now. I'm looking for a push. If we get a break above the high of 81.96, maybe $82, look for a continuation or an initial breakout, but a retest, then possible continuation. Now, the bear case, there's a gap to fill down here. The high of 78.23, which is really not that far. The range is not that wide. So we're in a tight range. Had to break out from a great Morningstar Doji 3-pin reversal, push up, but there's some resistance above, right above that. But I'm looking at a play right here. This is a speculative play, and the option that has caught my attention is the January 15th, 2021, and the 85 call. It's the delta is not where I like it, but we're out of the money, lightly, two strikes out of the money. Look at the open interest, 37,376. Volume 3287. Delta's 28, but when you get a mover like let's see, I can play a Tesla or an Amazon, ones that have the high ATRs with a high 20 delta, and you can catch that move into the 40s, getting into the 50s, that kind of thing. But what I do like about it, like the price spreads a little wide, but it's not a crazy spread for a biotech. It's that's 51 cents. We can try to bid that down. The last sale was 121, so you can bid half of it. That's a play for me. The 85 January 15th 120. And if you the price may drop down even a little bit more tomorrow or the next couple of days, but do your research on that. And I'm not making a gamble or take a speculative play on a front month or 30 days out. I like the 50, I want 60 to 90 days out. And it just turned out that 37,376 was a great number for me regarding open interest. And let's see, it's a strong bullish case to puts to call. strong. I mean, 11,392 to 3,000. So it's an aggressively bullish case right now for Merck to see some positive price action. I'm that's my case for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was just a quick. I just want to do a quick assessment on Merck and see where we were. But I will catch you the next time around. All right, y'all take care.